Hello, I've come to close my bank account. I received an email informing me that the bank is going to start charging a monthly maintenance fee, and I'd rather keep my money in an account with no fee.
Yes, that's our new policy. Are you aware, though, that we'll waive the fee if you maintain a minimum balance of $500?
Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Where can I find a printed copy of the policy?
I can print one out for you right now.
Hi, Bianca. It's Matthew. I'm here at Mariano's East for Lauren's surprise retirement dinner, but nobody else is here.
Hi, Matthew. We're here at Mariano's West on 10th Avenue. We've been wondering where you are.
Oh, no. I went to the wrong place, but I'll be there soon. I just realized I left the gift I bought for her at the office, so I can stop and pick it up on the way.
Fritz, Kelfern Limited just called. They received the fabric for their new line of sofas. They ordered brown, but received the green sofa fabric instead.
Let me check our records. Looks like the product code was entered wrong when the order was processed. It's our fault.
Okay, I'll call them right away to apologize and tell them to return the order. We'll get a new shipment out as soon as possible, and I'll offer them a 20% discount for the inconvenience.
Pauline, have you thought about where we should park our food truck for business next weekend?
I was thinking Schiller Park would be a good location. A neighborhood festival is being held there on Saturday. I'm sure a lot of people going to the festival will want to buy our fried noodles and dumplings.
That's a good idea, but I'm worried about having the proper permit to sell food there. Does the one we already have cover that?
It does. I already checked on that.
Hi, I'm interested in having an antique looked at to determine its value, and I heard your shop provides free appraisals. Are you available for one now?
Yes. What do you have?
It's this picture frame. I want to put it up for sale at an auction next month, and I need some help deciding on the starting bid.
I see. This frame is nicely crafted and should sell for quite a lot. There's some damage on it here that decreases the value, but that can easily be fixed. I'll give you a list of local people who do this kind of restoration.
Nalini, another patient missed an appointment today. A lot of our patients have been forgetting about their scheduled slots lately, even though we call the week before to remind them.
Yes, I've noticed that this is becoming a problem. But we have so many patients that we don't have enough time to make more frequent calls.
We should seriously consider automated appointment reminders. There are lots of software programs that do it.
That's a great idea. But let's make sure we invest in a good one. I know many offices already use them. I'll ask for some recommendations now. Welcome. How can I help you?
Hi, we own a small commercial fishing company in the area.
A friend of ours referred us to you. You see, one of our boat's anchor engines isn't retracting the chain completely.
And we have to finish pulling it in manually.
We might need to send your boat to a dry dock to make that kind of repair.
Okay, but this is our peak season. We really need to have the engine fixed as quickly as possible.
The marina posts its dry dock availability on its website. Let's see how soon they can fit you in.
Good morning, Louis. Are you excited to go to the annual conference?
Yes, I'm looking forward to learning about any new software that we could use to develop our smart kitchen appliances. I just wish I could get there earlier so I'd have time to explore the city.
Well, there are no presentations in the evenings.
That's a good point. I should see how late museums are open.
Don't forget to keep all your receipts. I use an app to help me manage mine. It makes getting reimbursed a lot easier.
Thanks for having this meeting with us, Maxime. As you know, we want to increase the monitoring of wildlife movement in our park.
You mentioned that you have some cameras already installed, correct?
We have some motion detection cameras to capture movement in some areas, but we'd like to track wildlife at a greater distance. Motion detector cameras don't really work for that.
You'd need to buy continuous recording cameras for that. You'll probably get some great videos.
And actually, we could post those online. That would be great publicity for the park.
Yes, that would be another advantage of installing the cameras.
I spoke to Representative Kimura from the City Council today. He's joining us in the studio on Tuesday so we can interview him about the City Council's budget plans.
Great. Our listeners always appreciate those interviews. I already have a list of questions to ask him. By the way, do you have time to listen to the recordings of last week's shows and compare them to the transcripts? Make any changes that need to be made? I'd like to post them to the website tomorrow.
Doesn't the voice recognition software generate the transcripts?
Yes, but the program isn't completely accurate. Hi, Marcos. Are you available to review this media release? I'd like another opinion.
Sure, I'll take a look. Is this the announcement about the outdoor lights?
Yes. The company wants us to write a release about its most successful landscaping light products of the year, solar-powered outdoor lights.
That's interesting. They've outsold all the other kinds, including wired landscaping lights. I think consumers like how easy the lights are to install. They don't require any special tools or knowledge to set up. Thank you for meeting with me at your studio. I've just been commissioned to decorate a hotel lobby, and I think a pair of your large floor vases will look great there, especially on each side of the front desk.
Sure, Mr. Kwan. We have a few designs available right now. The most popular one is this tall vase with a wide opening in the middle.
That looks great, but I think I'll go with the one with the handles on both sides. It'll match the classic style of the lobby nicely.
Wonderful. Great choice. Let me check with an associate about when we can deliver the vases to you.
I heard you offer tours of the city. I'm a travel agent, and I like to try out different tour companies before recommending them to my clients. How long do your tours last?
They generally take between 1 and 2 hours. The Riverside tour is our most popular. It's 1.5 hours long.
I think I'd prefer to take a shorter one right now.
Okay. And would you like to rent a headset? That way, you can listen to the recorded information on your bus tour.
That's a good option.
Are you tired of relying on noisy, bulky fans to cool you down on hot days? Then look no further than the Deluxe Cool. Its revolutionary design cools you off without the usual noise. Unlike typical rotating fans, the Deluxe Cool fan uses vibrations to move a single blade to push air. And we're proud to say that it's now the quietest fan on the market. Now's the time to buy, as we are offering a special discount when you type in the code DELUXE at online checkout.
This is an update for all dining room staff. Next month, we're going to stop handing out printed menus to customers. Instead, we will place a sign with a QR code on each table. Customers can scan the code with their smartphones to open a digital menu. The owners feel that scanned menus are more environmentally friendly and will use less paper. Now, we know that not all customers will be familiar with this process. Please be sure to help any customers who need assistance.
I'd like to start this meeting by sharing the results of the promotional campaign we ran last quarter for our new line of bottled juices and teas. As you know, Claudia was the one who suggested advertising our products on popular social media channels. And you all put that plan into action. As a result of this campaign, awareness of our brand among younger consumers is up by 30%. Because of this success, we're going to be able to reward each of you with a bonus that's a percentage of your base salary. You'll see it in your June 3rd paycheck.
We'd like to welcome you to our archive of ancient manuscripts. Given the delicate condition of the items in our archive, we have a specific protocol that you must follow to protect the material as you conduct your research. Please store all personal belongings in the large filing cabinet against that wall. After you do, I will be distributing gloves that must be worn at all times. Finally, at noon, we'll be breaking for lunch. See you all in the cafeteria. It's on the first floor of this building.
Hi, this is Raya calling from Top Rack Editing Services. I wanted to let you know that the copy editor has completed reviewing the draft of your manuscript, and it's now with the proofreader. When the final copy of the manuscript is ready, you will receive an automatic email notification from the cloud management system. By the way, You requested that the manuscript be ready within 7 days. We guarantee a turnaround time of 10 days.
Welcome to the Forestry Today podcast, a show about managing the health of trees and the productivity of woodlands. Today's guest is Jessica Williams, who works as a consulting forester for landowners. I was chatting with Jessica before the show about her work, and she said that one benefit of her job is she gets to interact with many different landowners in her area and learn about their woodlands. I know many of my listeners are interested in careers in forestry, so I'll begin by asking Jessica about the education she needed to get started in her career.
Good afternoon, and welcome aboard the Winding Creek Express. In just a few moments, our scenic train ride will begin. We'll be travelling 60 kilometres from the pine forests of Winding Creek to the coastal town of Wendell Shores. This route has been carrying cargo and passengers since 1885, and I'll tell you about its fascinating history along the way. We were planning to stop for a hike to the Wendell Shores Lighthouse, but the path is too wet from last night's rain.
Thanks for coming to this press conference. We often have container ships lined up at the port waiting to be unloaded for several days. So today, the Port Authority is announcing a modernization plan to utilize more automation, including automated cranes and driverless vehicles, to speed up the unloading process. Whenever automation is introduced, employees become worried about being replaced by machines. But we'll always need workers here. And we're setting aside funds to offer career retraining programs for our dock workers. I've made a timeline for this modernization program. I'll distribute copies of it now.
All right, now that we've concluded the guided portion of our tour, you all have the remaining hour to explore the museum at your leisure. In the Klein Gallery, you'll find an assortment of classical sculptures. There's also a short film in the auditorium about local artist Matteo Rossi. I highly recommend it. And if anyone wants to grab a bite to eat, the cafe has an assortment of sandwiches, coffees, and pastries. We'll meet back at the entrance outside of the gift shop in 1 hour. From there, we'll go on to the next stop on our city tour.
Hello, Mr. Brown. You were referred to Brighter Smiles by your regular dentist. I see you've already checked in for your 11 a.m. appointment tomorrow. I'm calling to explain what will happen when you come in for your procedure. We'll start by doing some x-rays of your mouth, and then we'll use the digital scan to create your crown. We'll put in a temporary crown, and you'll come in for your follow-up appointment in 3 weeks. By the way, our parking area is being repaved this week, so I suggest you use the free street parking on Morrison Avenue.